all those locations, and a little bit of luck going out to you guys on these games you're just playing right now.
Absolutely. So, guys, go check us out on any platform or location that you can, and we will shoot you right back out that little bit of extra luck. And maybe you guys can take home a jackpot over $600. If you do so, you get to be on our jackpot list, and we get to talk about you the entire next day after you win it. Just yesterday, we had 3 jackpot winners on that Monday, making it 20 different jackpots going out for the last 7 days, and 160 already for season 13.
Ooh, good stuff for them, as the first jackpot to go out on that Monday went out to 2 over at Flamers, taking home $643.
Nicely done. Next up, they had I Am Good over at Scarta's Bar, taking home $676.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. I'd be feeling good too after taking home a nice jackpot like that.
Yes.
And the final jackpot to go out went out to WWWW over at Barden's on Main, taking home $1,075. Good job to all of our winners on that Monday. Hopefully, you are enjoying those great prizes you won yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. I know I would. And if you guys want to be like one of our lucky winners from yesterday, there are so many different games that you guys can take home cash prizes during Pilot Games. And one that you guys you'll definitely want to check out is the latest eTab game that we just released to you guys a few weeks ago. It is called Lucky Star. If you check out that Wild Star bonus, you could end up taking home some huge prizes. You will not want to miss out on it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun new eTab game, and you can check out a preview of that eTab game on our Facebook page. All you gotta do is search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. Click on that and you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, and so much more. But before I get more into what our Facebook has to offer, we have a winner here.
That's right. Pig is playing at American Legion Fridley and taking home that $26.40 must-go prize. That awesome minor prize, already over $250, is clicking up to 54 balls or less. You guys will definitely want to get enrolled in our game number 2.
Yeah, for sure. Should be some fun stuff. But more about our Facebook page, as we have a link tree at the very top of our Facebook page. It has links to bar locations, our socials, and more there as well. So just check out everything our Facebook has to offer. Amelia does an absolutely fantastic job of keeping that up to date with all new information about Pilot Games. But you guys just have 2 minutes to get enrolled in this upcoming game. We got a major prize of $6,563. You can take home in 54 balls or less. The minor prize cannot be won this round at 54 balls or less, but it can be won in the next round. We also got that mega prize of $24,958. You can take home in 47 balls or less. All should be some great stuff in these second game of Game Day Bingo. And we'll be playing this Game Day Bingo all the way till 1 o'clock as we get into that first game of unhosted bingo, Lucky 4 at 1 p.m. $80,917 will be on the line in that first game of Lucky 4 bingo, and we'll see if we can give it out during that game. But you'll get more unhosted live bingo games running from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock, as that's when you'll play some unhosted Game Day Bingo. You'll have more opportunities at that mega, major, and minor prize. So any of the prizes that you see in front of you, if they do not go out during this time, they'll just be growing and rolling during that 1 to 4 time of Game Day Bingo.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what leads you right towards our happy hour show, where who's it going to be tonight?
It's going to be me and John.
All right. It's going to be Ian and John taking on over from 4 to 6 tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun because that's your next opportunity at that Lucky 4 bingo jackpot. If that does not go out at 1 p.m., it's going to be closing in on $81,000 at 4 p.m. You guys will definitely not want to miss out on it, because after that round, you guys jump into 23 games of Skull Bingo for today. We are starting off with that line prize at $468. That can be won at 10 balls or less. Our large frame is sitting at $253 at 43 balls or less. Not to mention that coverall prize is the one to keep your eyes peeled for, $39,057 on the line at 50 balls or less. You guys will definitely not want to miss out on that 4 to 6 times.
Should be some great stuff. Even the last game of Lucky 4 Bingo should be some awesome stuff, because if the two first opportunities of Lucky 4 Bingo don't give out the jackpot, you'll have that final opportunity on the day at that over $80,000 prize. And then you'll head to more Game Day Bingo. Well, you'll have chances at that major, minor, and mega jackpot. That'll be running from 6 to 6:40. Then after MegaSota game night, all the way till 10 o'clock. MegaSota game night tonight is going to be a great PGL night, as me and Jordy are going to be back in the studio trying to give out a lot of great points and great jackpots, like a grand finale in Jackpot Jungle. jungle, we can hopefully give out $8,556 in if you win it in 54 balls or less. Not only would it be awesome to just give out a nice jackpot, but it'd be great bragging rights over us on Tony and Nikki. I'd be talking about it for probably the rest of season 13.
Oh, absolutely. You guys definitely will not want to miss out on it tonight at 6:40. So make sure you guys are coming out, and we'll see you guys there. Tomorrow night, we have a Wild Wednesday happening like it does each and every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It goes all the way until 9 p.m. And it's Ian who takes on Over the Ice Studio, giving out those jackpots. He's got 2 grand finale games of Game Day Bingo, where you guys will have even more opportunities at that awesome cash prizes.
Yeah, it should be some absolutely great stuff in our live bingo throughout the rest of this week. But we do have 39 balls dropped on this game. We got players already 7 balls away. Still in line to be able to take home this major jackpot, and we'll see if they can do it in this one. But as you guys are getting after in this game number 2, I thought we might as well talk about how some of my favorite athletes are retiring from sports this month.
Really?
Yeah, I was really sad. Tom Brady retired on the 1st of February.
Again?
Yes, retired again, but I think this one's actually
This one's gonna
official.
stick?
This one's going to stick, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's going to stick. But, you know, you never know with some of these NFL players. They're so passionate about the sport they play, it's hard to
Yeah.
keep them off the field. But the other person that's retiring is Sophie. She is going to be done with all of her collegiate sports. And so I don't know if you're planning on it, but I'm definitely planning on it, not this weekend, but next weekend, going down there and having a retirement party and everything like that for her. And so it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to celebrate her retirement.
That's gonna be so fun.
And now that I've realized that they're retiring at the same time, I want to make a poster with Sophie's face right next to Tom Brady's face that says retirement party on it. Like that, I feel like would just look great at the party that she's going to have.
That's so funny.
We do have a winner here as we got Mass over at Spare Time Lanes and Ray over at VFW Rochester, splitting up that must-go prize of $32.10.
Yeah, nicely done to our winners in this game. Make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting enrolled in a game number 3. You have 2.5 minutes to do so, so make sure you guys are getting ready to take home some of these cash prizes as you can officially win that minor prize in this round.
Yeah, it should be some absolutely great stuff, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled, press and play. That minor prize finally available for you guys in this great, great game. But yeah, I was sad, you know, 2 of my favorite athletes of all time retiring in February.
I know, that's crazy.
You know, so sad. But it's definitely some fun stuff. I'm going to have a lot of fun as I know my sister is going to be happy to be done with all the extra effort that comes with playing collegiate sports.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, that'll be super fun. It's really sad that she's officially done.
Yeah, for a girl who I've never really
Who
known
has
her.
still like 2 more years of eligibility.
Yeah, I've never known her not playing sports, so it's
Yeah.
kind of weird to think that she's going to be done with her athletics. I've always talked about, oh, my sister's off playing whatever college sport she was playing at the time.
Yeah,
And so it's
for
going to
multiple
definitely,
sports.
so it's definitely going to be weird when it's like, she's
Just hanging out with Sophia.
yeah, she's a great college student and everything like that. It's going to definitely change.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird, but I'm excited
She also
for her to be
graduates
done.
this May.
Yeah, she'll be graduating and then heading off to
Wherever it takes her.
get another degree. I
Yep.
think is what her
Yes.
plan is. But we do have to get into some more National Day action. We got 1 minute to get enrolled in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. First one up is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. National Send a Card to a Friend Day on February 7th reminds us to send a friendly cheer through the mail. We do that by sending a note or message on a card to a friend we hold dear. Throughout the year, we often think about our friends. We wonder how they are, miss them, and remember fond memories of times shared.
Absolutely. I actually just thought about doing this recently.
And writing a handwritten letter, because I mean it's kind of something that's really died in our generation, especially of people of where writing letters is not a very common thing to do. And so we just send texts of like encouragement, care, and stuff like that, especially when I'm thinking of a friend and I want to check in on how they're doing. I just shoot over a text. But I feel like it's a lot more intimate to write out a complete letter, and you can probably share a lot more information over a letter than you can over just a simple text.
Oh, absolutely. And I've even started to think about when I go on our next vacation and things of that sort, I want to start getting postcards from those places and writing mementos and notes on the back of them during those times
Yes.
to have written keepsakes. And I think that this is a great day to kind of remember that those are important little sentiments.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think writing a letter, writing a note, especially for a friend, is absolutely huge. And I think a lot of people would really care about that. So if you have a friend in mind to, send a letter to, definitely do it on today. It's National
Yeah.
Send a Card to a Friend
Maybe
Day.
a long distance buddy.
Do you have anybody that you in particular would really like to send a
Yes.
a letter to?
Yeah, I actually have a few. I have a girlfriend of mine that just recently got married that I have been thinking about wanting to send a little note and a wedding gift to her.
Okay.
And I also have a friend that lives in Arizona that she recently reached out to me, and so I was thinking about this is what sparked it was her actually originally, and I wanted to send something to her.
Ah, that'd be so fun. That's definitely some really, and I know there's cool ways to send letters as well. Like there's or like notes and different things. Like you can send it in like the first thing that pops in my head is the edible arrangements, and you
Yeah.
being able to write a little note on those edible arrangements that you can send off, and those are so tasty as well. So that's always super fun.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Even like those cookie delivery places, like
Yeah.
I've had people deliver cookie cakes to me and stuff with a little note, and it's super cute.
Yeah, I think they're all great ways to be able to send a card to a friend. And I mean, no matter how you're doing it, it's definitely a great day to just rekindle some connections with maybe friends you've lost that connection with, or just a friend that you just want to, have that special reach out to.
Absolutely. Happy National Send a Card to a Friend Day. Next up, it's National Periodic Table Day. On February 7th, National Periodic Table recognizes the publication of the first table of elements. We also look at how the periodic table has changed throughout the years. It's crazy how many elements have been discovered since the original was first patented. But we have Tammy over at Boudreaux's Bar 2 in St. Cloud, taking home that must-go prize, $41.80. Nicely done in this round number 3. We're about to get enrolled in a round number 4 now. That minor prize is clicking up to 58 balls or less.
Yeah, do you have a favorite element?
Probably helium.
Helium, that's a great element right there. So many fun things. It's like it's what you would call a party element, and
Or potassium.
but because you got helium, it can make your balloons float. You can breathe in some helium, and you got
Breathe
funny
in some alien.
Yeah, breathe in some alien. No, breathe in some helium, and your voice will completely change. And that was always the super fun thing to do at
Yeah.
parties.
My
And
girlfriends and I used to get them for our sleepovers so we could sing Adele with
that is hilarious.
Because you can sing the deep pretty well, like when you can hit those notes with helium.
I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. That is so.
Also, all
so
of my girlfriends
funny.
were like in choir, and
That's-
so I just sang
You
with them.
were just like, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
sing. That's
They
super.
made me do like the Step Brothers skit where they sing in the car.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the whole entire. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the song, but I can remember the
Sweet
lyrics.
Child of Mine.
Sweet Child of Mine. That is
Yes,
what
I
the
had to
song
be the
is.
young boy that actually had the good voice, and I don't know why they signed me that part, but that video is on Facebook somewhere.
That I want to find it now. I'm going to go searching through
No,
Facebook
my
for
girlfriends
this
and I
video.
used to post videos on Facebook, like skits during our sleepovers, and like all of our friends would be like, "More, do this, whatever."
That is
and we were like
hilarious.
our like grades entertainment on Friday nights.
I am so glad that I didn't know how to use the internet for so long.
I never
Because
posted them myself, but there's like skits of us pretending to be like sleeping, and someone gets like sleepwalks, and there's like
that's so funny. It completely reminds me of when me, Ben, Sophie, Gabe, they were all a part of the videos. It was mainly me and Sophie, but they all worked on them with us. And we would go into our basement and we'd set up a camera and we'd put on these like little skits and
Yeah.
everything like that. Glad we didn't know how to use the
Post
internet
it
or anything,
anywhere.
so it couldn't go anywhere. My parents didn't post it anywhere, which
You're
is
lucky.
really, really good for us. As
If you guys were in your now age, your parents would be like Emily and Phil, your
oh my
aunt
gosh,
and uncle.
they would be
They
absolutely.
document everything.
They'd be so funny. I mean, I honestly, I wouldn't be that upset if they were posted because we were so little, and it's actually pretty.
Oh, it's
just
so comical.
It's just comical to watch us as little kids see what we find funny and everything like that. Like there was one where it was like a football player that had to kill a fly, and he just couldn't hit the fly no matter what, and then he just like ended up like running into a wall at some point, and that was really, really funny for us. I remember that was a big ordeal skit that we thought through, like, you know, thoroughly, and we were like, this is a good one. This one could go big, kind of deal. I'm trying to remember what other random ones we did. There was fashion shows. I'm trying to remember which one. There was a Gabe one where I think he couldn't find his pants, and that was a whole skit that we did. I just there's a lot of different funny little skits that we did in that basement while we were living in Ohio.
You want to know something that's worse? When I was making these videos, we were in like middle school.
Really? Okay, that makes a lot more sense why people were posting it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because
no, we were in like 6th grade.
Okay, so you were
6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, like around intermediate
like 12,
school, like
yeah, 12, 13.
Yeah, that's fun grade right there. No,
It's a cringy age.
I was probably like 3rd and 4th grade, like when me and Jordy when me and Sophie were doing that.
Yeah, no, I'll show you them at one point in our lives.
I cannot wait. I know. I feel like I have to ask every single time before I dive deep into your childhood now. As I got caught looking through like an old diary of hers while we were home the other day.
Oh, you found my old journal, yeah.
Yeah, and
he was just laying on my futon in my childhood
she
bedroom,
could just see me
reading
giggling
my diary.
as I'm like reading the diary from her, like as like
I just start screaming.
like a 9-year-old, and like all of her little boy crushes
that
she
was
had.
like pretty much the year after. That was like 8th grade. And my girlfriend and I like passed that journal back and forth, and like she would take it for periods of time and write her tea and all of her.
It was awesome. It was like a whole storyline behind it.
It was crazy.
Like it was. I feel like it felt a lot fictional. Like, to be honest, like like I don't.
It seems like it would almost be published like a click book.
But it was like it was not. It was so funny. It was just
horrible.
It was a really good book to read.
It was really dramatized.
It was a really nice read. We got a winner here, House over at Harvard.
5 stars on Goodreads.
Harvard's Bar and Restaurant, and Ellers over at Buffalo Lake Liquors. Good job to both of our winners, splitting up $52.80 in this game. We will now be getting enrolled into a game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. With that minor prize now 60 balls or less, $450 available in that one. Don't forget the major prize, 54 balls or less, $6,700 there. And then the $25,000 mega prize you could take home in 47 balls or less. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled.
Absolutely, so make sure you guys do so as we jump into our next National Day. And this one, I feel like, Ian,
I'm celebrating
have
today.
to celebrate
I'm celebrating it today. I already decided it when I put this on this National Day list, as I am excited to celebrate.
It is, do you want to read it? I feel like it's only right.
It's National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. Just so good. Ben will be excited about this day, too.
Do you think that this is your favorite food?
It may be my favorite dish of all time. I mean, it is so good. I mean, a good shrimp Alfredo might be just like my favorite all-time meal.
We couldn't be more opposite.
It is so good.
I wish I could enjoy it.
And I feel like you don't disenjoy the taste. Like, you probably would enjoy the taste, but it's the fact that it makes you feel sick afterwards that you now internally, correlate it with. It's like when you get sick eating like a certain type of foods, like a Domino's pizza, and then you're like, I can't have Domino's after that, like, kind of thing. It's so I get that with fettuccine Alfredo for you, as it just kind of probably tastes sickly to you at this point.
It does, because it feels like as soon as it hits my mouth, my body turns to like clammy. Like this food does not suit me in the slightest, and it is such a shame because I feel like a good shrimp Alfredo, I could definitely get behind.
Oh, I completely think that a shrimp Alfredo is right up your alley, taste-wise. But the way it affects your gut.
Like Cajun shrimp and stuff, like I feel like that sounds so good, but I would never be able to digest a full plate of it.
Yeah, I mean, like probably like shrimp Alfredo #1, chicken Alfredo #2 for
like
my
black
favorite
and grilled chicken.
My favorite meals of all time. Like, like it's 1 and 2. Both of them are fettuccine Alfredo. Just matters on what meat you put into it.
I don't know what my favorite food would be of all time.
Yeah, it's I'm just kind of being dramatic about it.
Sushi?
I don't know if fettuccine alfredo's my actual favorite.
I feel like it might be.
As mac and cheese probably is my favorite because I love mac and cheese in any aspect.
Any time of the day.
Any meal too. It's a great side. It can be a main dish. It can be,
Anything you need it to be.
Exactly. So mac and cheese probably is the number one. But if you're talking about pure enjoyment while I'm eating it, fettuccine alfredo has to be my number one.
I think like a panini is my favorite food of all time.
Ooh, a
like
good
just like
panini.
a grilled sandwich is
From like one of those
my
ma and pa
favorite.
sandwich shops.
Yeah, my own, honestly.
Really? Okay,
Like,
that's also
any
good.
variation I make myself.
Uh-huh.
I make a mean grilled sandwich, and
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite food of all time.
Yeah, that's so tasty. But fettuccine alfredo, it is such a good one on today. I looked up
absolutely.
fettuccine alfredo, and now I am extremely hungry.
That's how I feel every single time we talk about Lindsay's barbecue and grill. It doesn't matter if I've thought about food yet for the day. As soon as I read off Lindsay's barbecue and grill, the latest location to get a Pilot TV, I'm like, barbecue.
Barbecue sounds good.
And it's been a while since we've had good barbecue.
See, that's another one. Mac and cheese, it can go perfectly with barbecue.
Oh, it's so
fettuccine
good
alfredo
with barbecue. Honestly,
doesn't fit with barbecue.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. So, the more versatile food, that's why I go with mac and cheese as the number one food of
enough,
all
fair
time
enough.
for me. But here's a little fun little thing. The true inventor of fettuccine alfredo, though, is Alfredo de Lillo, the Italian restaurateur, was trying to entice his wife, Ines, to eat after giving birth to their first child, Armando, in 1908. He created a recipe that included a blend of noodles, cheese, butter, and in turn created a delicious creamy texture for fettuccine alfredo.
I love that it's because his name was Alfredo.
Yes, that is. I love that. He can there be more people named Alfredo now?
I love that. I would like to have a pet named Alfredo.
Oh, so good. But it's funny that it all stems off of a pregnancy craving.
I love that.
Like, that is what fettuccine alfredo comes from, is he was trying to figure out, what does my wife want? Well, I guess it's not a pregnancy craving, it's a post-pregnancy craving. But still, I feel like that's crazy that it was Alfredo that was what he created.
Watch that be only what I want. We have No Show at McPete's Sports Bar and Carla at Broadway Pizza. They are both splitting up that must-go prize, $65.60 on this round number 5. We're about to be enrolled in a round number 6 with that minor prize clicking up to 62 balls or less and almost at $500. Only 100 more bucks, and it's counting towards an actual jackpot on our list. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled in press and play in the next 2 minutes, as we might be closing in on $600.
Oh, yeah. No, I am not going to be able to take a single guess at what your cravings are going to be when you are in that stage of life.
I have no
you
idea.
have such a wide variety of food taste.
Cravings already.
Yes, and then the fact that you can't have fish while you're pregnant.
Okay, technically, if I go to a grade A sushi restaurant and I consume cooked fish that is low in mercury, I should be able to eat that.
Yes, but most of the time, you're gonna have to go to those places to get those things,
and that's just not gonna happen.
And what is the one thing you crave more than anything else? Sushi, any kind of fish, really. Any fish.
Seafood,
I feel
shellfish.
you are okay, great. That's.
I know. I even thought of oysters might be my favorite food.
It might be the one seafood might be the one genre of food I could see you could eat the rest of your life
and be completely fine,
and be
only eating
a-okay
that.
only eating that. Any other food, I feel like you'd get sick of it and you'd be like, I hate it by the end of it.
Even
Seafood,
even as a child, I fully convinced myself that when I grew up and I got to move out of the Midwest and be around somewhere with great local fish and stuff, I would only be pescatarian and I would only eat fish as my meat. And stuff
I know that's
that.
a super healthy diet to go about, and that's a lot of people that live in areas that.
When I decided this.
Yeah, a lot of people who live in areas that do pescatarian diets as a very common thing, and they don't even do it out of that they're choosing to. It's just that fish is the main source of protein.
So much better quality than the meat that they have around those areas.
Yeah, it's the most.
The quality is just so good. How could you not?
Most common protein available for them,
so
and those are the communities that live for super long times.
Yeah, that will be me one day.
Yeah, that's being tan and eating fish.
That's what I want. I want
that's the
leathery
goal.
skin and great intestines.
I don't want leathery skin, but I want.
I'm to the point where when I'm like 80, I'm going to have leathery skin.
That's an interesting choice to make. We got 10 seconds to get enrolled in this next game of Game Day Bingo. 62 balls or less for this minor prize, $583. Should be some great stuff as you guys are getting after it. As we have a little bit of Twins news we can get into, moving off a great National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. And the Twins news is two former Detroit Tiger pitchers have signed minor league deals with the Minnesota Twins. St. John, who is 30, was drafted by Detroit in the 32nd round of the 2014 draft and put up consistently good minor league numbers before being selected by the Texas Rangers in the minor league portion of the Rule 5 draft after 2017 season. He made his major league debut with the Rangers on June 25th, 2009. The game happened to be against the Tigers at Commercial Park. His former roommate Spencer Turnbull was on the hill for Detroit. At Comerica Park. But he spent the last year pitching for AAA affiliate and the New York Mets and Chicago Cubs, earning a brief big league call-up with the Cubs. The Tigers acquired Blackwood, who turned 28 in March, and from the Oakland Athletic in 2018. He was a player to be named later in the Mike Fiers trade. At the time he was rated the 30th best prospect in Oakland's system by MLB Pipeline. Blackwood has spent the last 3 seasons pitching for the Mud Hens and hasn't gotten a call-up to the big leagues. He went 2-1 with a 3.81 ERA in 49 2/3 innings last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff from them. Just adding a little bit more talent into that pitching room is a huge add for us, as we have a nice pitching room, but we're looking for that bona fide ace. If either of these guys can show that they have some huge potential, they may just be adding to that depth in that pitching room.
Absolutely, and so we'll have our eyes peeled for every decision they are making in their off season, and we will let you know everything happening with our Twins. But in the meantime, if you want to show your support for them, you absolutely can by playing the awesome eTab game Twins Win. Pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round and win some Grand Slam prizes.
We have a winner, though. Sophie over at the Dam is taking home a nice minor jackpot of $582. Good job, Sophie. That's as good as a jackpot as you're going to get, as you don't got to fill out any kind of paperwork for that jackpot, and it's right around that $600 range. Awesome stuff, Sophie, as that prize should be going right to your iPad. You got just 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next one, as we still have that major prize that's looking really good, $6,826 you could take home in 54 balls or less, and hopefully we can give it out in this game. If we don't, we also have a double Musco as we're getting into it.
Absolutely, but as you guys are taking home these awesome prizes, you're also taking home those points towards the Game Day Bingo standings, and I'm going to hop right into our player side of things, because in 10th place, getting broken up from a tie, it's KRC. They were tied up with Mindy May, but Mindy May is in sole possession of 9th place. KRC is in that 10th place spot at Chanticleer Pizza Maple Groves with 17,000 points. Mindy May over at HR Pesties in that 9th place spot with 18,000. Then we have a tie in 7th between Brother Nate at the Chart House and Jim Rocks of Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, both with 19,000. 6th place is Bucko at the Green Lantern with 21,000. Then there's a tie in 4th place between Funk at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards and 1308 at the Red Fox Tavern. They both currently sit with 23,000 points. Then in 3rd place it's Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 29,000, while in 2nd place it's Tanya at Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery. They currently sit with 50,000 points. Then with 52,000 points in 1st place, leading the pack right now, it is Bobo playing at Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Bobo's going to need get some wins today to hold on to that spot, as Tanya is a dominant player that just keeps on getting wins during these weekday games. But on to the location side of these Game Day Bingo standings. In 10th place, we got HR Pesties with 31,000 points. With 33,000 points in 9th place, we got the Lincoln Depot. 8th place is Sherwood Lounge with 37,000 points. With 39,000 points in 7th place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. Getting bumped back from 5th into 6th, we got Shady's Railside with 40,000 points. Also getting bumped back from 4th into 5th place, we got Outtakes with 44,000 points. Bumping back both Shady's Railside and Outtakes, moving from 6th into 4th place, we got Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery getting a huge boost from Tanya with 50,000 points. With 52,000 points in 3rd place, we have Chart House. And 2nd place, we got Corner Bar Goodhue with 85,000 points. And in 1st place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with a whopping 99,000 points. We'll see if they can get into that 100,000 point club today.
Absolutely.
But we just have moments before we get into this game number 7 of Game Day Bingo. We'll see if we can give out any of these great prizes, as we got that major prize, 54 balls or less. But the double Musco isn't looking bad either. $117 on that Musco prize. 22 balls away. As I see the Yags crew out there, Yags 370 and Mrs. Yags getting after it. Good to see you guys competing for some nice prizes.
Oh, absolutely. But if you guys want to take home some awesome prizes with Pilot Games, another way to do so is by checking out the e-tabs that we offer here. We have over 70 different charitable e-tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. They each have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. They even have small bets between 50 cents and $5 and awesome bonus rounds and free play rounds as well that you guys can win.
Yeah, they're all super fun there, so make sure you guys are checking out those e-tabs. So many different options. Right now, we're listening to Dynamite, a super fun prehistoric e-tab game that you can take home a lot of great prizes, and you can even play that dinosaur bonus round to see if you can take home even better prizes in that one, as the dinosaur's holding a little bit of TNT in his mouth, and it feels just like it's going to be some explosive gameplay.
Absolutely, and some great caches will be ended up going in your pocket. So go check out all the different e-tab games that we offer here at Pilots Games and let us know which one is your favorite. But as you guys are working towards these awesome prizes and that double Musco of $117, if we can't give out any of the other 3, we have some music day in history to talk about with you guys, because the first one in 1964, thanks to the media coverage and the publicity campaign by Capitol Records, thousands of screaming fans greet the Beatles when their plane lands in New York at 1:20 p.m. This seems to become iconic images of Beatlemania.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely, it's probably one of the first things I think of when I think of Beatlemania is them coming off that plane with a crowd of people. And people were crazy about Beatlemania. And here's some of those crazy stories that came from Beatlemania. One fan crawled through sewage for the band.
Wow.
An OG Beatles fan told The Guardian that she not only rode her bike 20 miles to the airport to see the band arrive in England, but that she literally crawled through sewage under Abbey Road so she could hear the band while they recorded Rubber Soul.
That's crazy. We got Jackson at Main Street Pub in Kimball taking home that Musco prize, $117 on that double Musco. Nicely done to Jackson in this game number 7. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 8. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled.
Oh yeah, one time they were the fans were so loud that it was louder than the jet engine. The jet engine had started, and one of the girlfriends of the Beatles literally thought it was a jet. It was the jet sound that she was hearing. Come to find out, it was the fans that were overpowering the jet that were making that sound. There was a time that a fan broke into Paul's house and stole his trousers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how crazy Beatlemania was.
That's insane.
Another crazy thing is some fans tried to slip through airport security by going through the baggage claim area.
That's crazy.
Yes, absolutely insane to be able to meet them at the airport. David Lynch saw someone rip out a chunk of Beatle hair.
That's crazy.
Absolutely insane. People just do not view some of these celebrities as actual human beings, and it's horrible. One fan who was almost crushed only regrets missing some of the performance. That is an insane quote, to be like, I got trampled, but I'm just sad that I didn't stand up quick enough to be able to
see the whole set.
See the whole set. That is insane. That is your one regret of it. The wife of the president of the Philippines declared war on the Beatles, but that was just because she couldn't meet them.
That's crazy.
Absolutely hilarious. I mean, I'm sure it's all a joke,
yes,
but it's super funny.
Apparently, one fan collected blank pieces of discarded paper from the band.
Yeah, just as a memory kind of thing. I thought that was pretty funny. Like,
so
not even
funny.
confetti, just like
It's like a napkin that
Yeah,
they use.
yeah, napkins and stuff. Uh, Fans screamed so loud during the Ed Sullivan performance that no one could hear anything. I would be so upset by that. Like, honestly, if I came to like a show and I was like, I came to listen to the Beatles and the crowd, I could only hear the crowd as the Beatles were playing, I would be so upset.
Yeah, I completely agree.
That is so funny, though. Ringo fanatics bought him his favorite jewelry.
Aw.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Wow.
This just seems mean.
Apparently, a couple of U.S. fans pelted the band with jelly beans while they were performing.
That is funny. I wonder why they had to dodge jelly beans. Well, the Beatles regularly had to dodge jelly babies hurled at them by the crowd. That was bad enough. It got worse in the States in 1964. When fans threw handfuls of jelly beans, which have a harder shell than the similarly named British sweet. That is funny. So it all stems that people were throwing jelly.
Because he said that he liked Jelly Bellies.
That is funny. And let's do one final little fun fact about it. Many Beatles fans were always trying to hide somewhere. I think
Yeah.
we've picked that up from there.
In
But
hotel rooms and
yes, there's like a bunch of things of just like
venue bathrooms.
yeah, hiding to be able to see the Beatles.
Wow.
That was like a thing to be able to see them.
That's crazy.
Insane stuff. Well, Beatlemania was crazy, and on today it kind of started here in the U.S. as the Beatles land in New York at 1:20 p.m., surrounded by a bunch of fans.
Absolutely. But also on this day in 2006, Coldplay and football come together when the band headlines the halftime show of Super Bowl 50 between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. It is an odd pairing, but after a set that includes Viva La Vida and Paradise, Bruno Mars appeared, followed by a halftime show savior Beyonce, who blasted out her new song, Formation.
Yeah, definitely some really cool stuff there. That was a huge one. I remember this halftime show. It's one of the as like now we kind of gotten into our new halftime show performance setup kind of thing where you have like
multiple.
3 or 4 main acts at the halftime show, and this is one of those where you got a lot of great looks. I mean, Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce. Just those 3 alone is a huge set.
We got Jim Pat over at McCarran's Grill and Pub taking home that must-go prize, $39.50. Nicely done in this round number 8. We're about to be enrolled in a round number 9 now with that minor prize, clicking up to 56 balls or less, officially back on the market for you guys to take home.
Oh yeah, definitely crazy stuff. That was the year that Cam Newton won MVP and took the Carolina Panthers to the finals, and the Denver Broncos got their last Super Bowl, and it was also Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl on that one. It was really, really cool.
Big year.
Really big year for football, and it was super fun stuff. Well, definitely some cool days in music history on today as Coldplay plays the halftime show and Beatles land in the United States. But if you guys want to make some Pilot game history, sign up at PGL.world to become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points to get into our PGL top 10s, as well as they get access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. You also get highlighted in our new member spotlight if you get signed up.
Absolutely, and we got a couple new members like Mary 8, 2114 Daddy, Terry, No Whammies, J Pock, K Dog, The Dude, Cruisin', Good Vibes, D Fiends, Me 56001, Oh Hi, It's a Me, Ms. Frizz, DJ Jeffy, Trex, Treslent, as well as Top Shelf.
Oh yeah. Oh hi, it's a me. Makes me think of Mario, obviously, as you know. It
Yes.
just seems like a Mario phrase. But are you excited to see the new Mario animated movie?
Yes, I am, but have you seen the Pedro Pascal, I don't know if it's an SNL skit, but he plays Mario.
Yeah, in the live action funny Mario that he did.
What is that? Is that like a real little show? Is that a skit? What was that?
I have no idea.
Because I was almost just convinced it was an SNL skit. I had no idea.
Here, I'll find out what it was. It was Saturday Night Live.
It was okay.
Yes, it was a Saturday Night Live Mario.
That's what I
thing.
figured because I know the studio audience laugh from SNL.
Yes.
Like that's what it seemed like, but I wasn't 100% sure because I just saw a small clip of it.
Yeah, that was SNL that he did that on.
That was funny.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting one. I really love Jack Black as playing Bowser.
I loved that. That was my favorite part of the trailer so
I think
far.
that's going to be really, really cool. I'm going to watch it, and I got pretty high hopes for it just because, putting a lot of money into a Mario movie. And it's the first Mario movie that I've ever paid attention to. As I know they've put out Mario movies before,
Have
in shows and stuff like that. But just I've never watched a lot of them. Yeah, you don't remember Super Mario Bros?
No.
They came out as it had John Legu. He played Luigi.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to John. Do you know how to say his last name?
Leguizamo. I have no idea how to pronounce the last name. That was a shot in the dark.
Yeah, but they played Mario Bros. As they were the live action Mario and Luigi in that one. Yeah, you can even see.
That's super strange.
Yeah, they look super funny.
Wow.
The villain in it looks really creepy as well.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
Yeah,
Can't say I've even heard of that.
Yeah, there's been other Mario movies that have released, and I know there's an animated show that was released as well that happened. But I've never seen during my lifespan. I've never watched a Mario movie or anything like that.
Yeah, me
and
either.
I am excited because it comes out on April 7th.
Yeah, the show is actually from 1989.
Yes, super popular.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Super fun. When does the movie come out? April 7th?
April
That's
7th.
soon.
Yes. Super cool stuff.
Yeah, a month from today.
Yeah, I'm very, very much excited about it. But good job. Oh, hi, it's me getting signed up at PGL.world. And remind me of the Mario movie that is coming out. But we got to hop into the PGL top 10s as our players have been competing for those standings all season 13 long. And in 10th place, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville with 269,000 points. With 273,000 points in 9th place, we got Bergar over at Southtown Lanes. 8th place is PCK 913 over at the Friendly Inn with 274,000 points. With 276,000 points in 7th place, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. 6th place is Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi of Gilbert with 281,000 points. With 289,000 points in 5th place, we got Yak 2102 over at Rivers Bend Bar and Grill. 4th place is Day's Dream over at Monty Sports Bar with 320,000 points. And before I get into our top 3, we have a nice winner.
That's right. Sophia at the Dam is taking home $166 on that minor. Nicely done. Woo. That $48.40 is getting tacked on to this round number 10. We're about to be enrolled in for a double must-go already. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and getting ready because we're looking to give out some more cash.
Wow, already over $700 won for Sophie now in this game as Sophie's taken home both minor jackpots.
Yeah.
Yeah, the $582 prize in game number 6, and now that $166 prize in this game number 9. Hopefully we can give out a great prize in this game number 10 with that minor prize at $6,957, 54 balls or less. Good stuff there, as well as a great double must-go.
Absolutely. But you were just about to finish off our top 3 PGL standings.
3rd place, we got Scherber over at the clubhouse in Edinburgh with 365,000 points. With 366,000 points in 2nd place, we got Panda over at the roadside. And in 1st place, we got Jake over at Clay's with 482,000 points. Good job to all of our PGL players, and can't wait to see if there's going to be any big-time shakeups tonight during MegaSota game night.
Oh, absolutely. And on the location side of things, jumping right into 10th place, we got the Municipal Liquor Store Millerville of Brandon. They currently sit with 920,315 points. Then in 9th place, we have the White Bear Bar of White Bear Lake. They currently sit with 931,255 points. Then in 8th place, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill of St. Cloud with 934,174 points. 7th place, it's Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa as they sit with 1,014,780 points. Then in 6th place, we got PJ Supper Club of Avon, and they sit with 1,029,805 points. 5th place is Beer Stoop Hastings, as they sit with 1,070,010 points. Then right ahead of them, in 4th place, it's Eagles Austin. They have 1,113,795 points. 3rd place, it's American Legion Cleveland. They have 1,171,750 points. Then in second place, it's the Alibi Gilbert, as they have 1,365,680 points. And in first place, we have Eagles Albert Lay, as they have 1,602,865 points so far.
Good job to all of our players. Absolutely killing it in those PGL games. We got some PGL opportunities happening tonight with our MegaSota game night getting started at 6:40. But tomorrow night, we have a Wild Wednesday, as our Wild just played a game last night, but it wasn't on the positive swing, as we are 27-18-4 now in the relaunch of their season after an 8-day hiatus. The Wild were upset 3-2 by the Coyotes on Monday in front of 4,600 at Mullet Arena that the Coyotes are sharing with the Arizona State University hockey team. Not a good enough team effort, Matt Zuccarello said. That's disappointing to not come out of here with anything. This was the Wild's first loss this season against the Central Division rival after starting 2-0, while Arizona picked up only its third victory in the past 17 games versus the Wild. Overall, the Wild have dropped 4 of their past 6 games. Not what we want to see. We want to get back on the upward swing of things. We've been losing a lot of games that we should have been winning, and we can definitely turn around, get up to 30 wins quickly if we can start getting on a win streak, and we can get that started tomorrow as our Wild are taking on the Dallas Stars at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, absolutely. And if you want to show your support for them, you can we've teamed up with them for an awesome ETAB game called Let's Go Wild. You can check out that Slapshot bonus round and take home some huge prizes. It's a lot of fun, and you guys will not want to miss out on it.
Yeah, speaking of huge prizes, though, if you take home maybe like this major prize that's available in this game, we'd love to see a player picture of it. Hold that jackpot message up next to your smiling face and snap that photo. But it doesn't just have to be you next to a jackpot message. It could be you playing with your favorite ETAB game, maybe you playing with your favorite bartender, you just having a good time with some of your best friends. We love seeing player pictures of that. You can send those in by direct messaging us on Facebook, by posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag PilotGames, or you can just email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, all of which are great options for us to be able to receive those player pictures and then be able to show them off on our Facebook page, on our broadcast and rolling screen, as well as sometimes we'll pull them up big screen in that rolling as well.
Absolutely. We love showcasing them, so send all those player pictures our way. But as you guys are working towards this jackpot, we got some Vikings news to talk about, and hopefully we can give out this Musco prize before we jump right on into it, because we are looking to give out that double Musco, $91.80. Going out. There it is. Big time player Mad Dog, as well as Travis Doobie 81. All 3 of those awesome players splitting up that double Musco, $91.80, getting split between the 3 of you guys in this game number 10. We're about to be enrolled in our second to last game number 11, so make sure you guys are getting ready and get enrolled as we look at the 3 prospects rising up the Vikings 2023 draft board after the East-West Shrine Bowl. And we are excited to take a peek.
Yes, first one up is Xavier Valladay, a running back out of Arizona State. Valladay was a primary workout horse for the West team. He rushing 13 times for 76 yards. He displayed good vision and burst. His power was also on display as he lowered his shoulder, running through defenders for extra yardage. Definitely some awesome stuff there. I'd love to get a power back into this system. I think we have a lot of nice speed backs and guys who can break it open for big yardage. To get a power back would be huge with a nice aggressive mentality. That might be a guy we could look out in maybe later rounds.
Absolutely. I gotta just say, that's such a cool name, Xavier.
Yes, that is definitely a really cool one.
But next up, another person we're looking at is Jake Moody. He's a kicker from Michigan. He was on fire in this game, and he scored all the points for the West team, hitting the field goals from 81 yards twice and 35 yards twice.
51 yards twice. 81 would absolutely be ridiculous, so I had to correct that one.
Yeah.
51 yards twice.
51 yards twice and 35 yards twice, with room to spare on the long doggers. He kicked with confidence and displayed a big leg that should have gotten the Vikings' attention.
Yeah, especially with, I'm forgetting on our kicker's name, but
I had it.
You had it for a second, but I think he's going to be a free agent in this upcoming season, and getting a guy that could come out there and kick for us would be huge. Obviously, I wouldn't want to get rid of Greg the Leg, but I think that just because of how clutch he is, but he did miss a few give me shots as well just throughout the season, maybe meaning that we need to look for a younger talent like a Jake Moody, who who was a consistent kicker for Michigan for a really long time, as well as then shows that consistency once again in the East-West Shrine Bowl game.
Absolutely, but the final person they're keeping their eyes peeled is a very exciting one, and it's Caleb Murphy. He's an edge rusher from Ferris State. Murphy has the look of an elite pass rusher at the next level, with gangly arms and a torso that looks like it was stretched out in some form of machine. He has a beautiful sack in the game itself on Thursday night, powering through a block and then chasing down the quarterback in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite prospects in this draft, as my dad actually coached for a little bit over at Ferris State University, a D2 program out of here in Michigan, and I've only heard really good things. He was a runner-up for the D2 version of the Heisman, which is super impressive from a defensive standpoint to get runner-up for any of those awards. I think he won for the award that was all divisions and best pass rusher of all divisions. I think he won that award as well, as he had 25 and a half sacks this season. He's one of those guys that we could get later on in the draft due to the fact that he went and played at Ferris, a D2 school, and he shows that he has the body to be able to do it. Showed it in that game going up against NFL level talent, that he can compete with those NFL guys, and I think he's worth a shot getting a guy that is maybe going to slip through people's boards just because of him playing at a D2 program.
Absolutely. That's something super exciting. Well, we will keep our eyes peeled on everything our Vikings are doing and keep you guys up to date with everything they decide in their offseason. They have an awesome eTab game that we teamed up with them for called Vikings Victory that you guys can check out at any time and pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus round to take home some huge prizes.
Yeah, definitely awesome stuff there. We love a little bit of Vikings Victory action. We do have 45 balls dropped in this game, number 11 of Game Day Bingo. We're seeing if we can give out some nice prizes, like a major prize of $7,018 you could take home in 54 balls or less. If it doesn't go out in this game, it will be clicking up to 55 balls or less. And it looks like we've clicked past at least the major prize, which is the last prize available, meaning that we'll move on to a Musco of $41. Not a bad Musco in this game number 11, as we got players still 5 balls away. But on to the Skull Bingo standings. In 10th place, we have a two-way tie between Chad over the Trail Stop Tavern and Mindy May over the Whiskey River Saloon, both with 39,000 points. You guys can earn points for these standings during our happy hour bingo. 9th place, moving from unranked this week, just on Monday, to 9th place, we got Rock Rider over at Incline Bowling Center with 41,000 points. Before I get into our top 8, though, we do have a winner.
That's right. Spike at Maynard's of Excelsior is taking home that Musco prize, $41 on this final to last game. Nicely done to Spike. And make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting ready for our final live hosted game of Game Day Bingo. We will let you guys loose after this next round to play your first round of Lucky Four. So make sure you guys are getting ready to take home some cash.
Oh, yeah, that should be a lot of fun. 8th place, though, in the Skull Bingo standings, we have Lover over at American Legion Spicer. 6th place is a two-way tie between Funk at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards and Boots over at Trebek's Bar and Grill. 5th place is Brenda over at JB's Tavern, and 4th place is Brother Nate over at the Chart House. 3rd place is Kool-Aid over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 2nd place, it's Jelly over at American Legion Stillwater. And the number 1 player right here in the 100,000 point club, it's Tanya over at JR Mac.
Oh, absolutely. On the location side of things, 7 out of 10 of our locations are in the 100,000 point club. Just our final 3 locations are right outside. And in 10th place, it's Hollandale's 3-1. 9th place, it's American Legion Moorhead, while in 8th place, it's Danny's Dugout. While kicking off the 100,000 point club with exactly 100,000 points, in 7th place, it's the Chart House. 6th place, though, it's VFW Dilworth. 5th place, it's American Legion Stillwater, while in 4th, it's Trebek's Bar and Grill. 3rd place, it's the Benton Station, while in 2nd, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. And in 1st place, leading the package, is JR Mac.
Oh, yeah, good job to all those locations and players killing it in those Skull Bingo standings. You have 1 minute and 10 seconds to get enrolled in the final game here. 56 balls or less for that major prize, $7,064. I mean, at 56 balls or less, we got a high likelihood to see it go out in this one. So let's get enrolled, press play, and hopefully we can see a nice jackpot go out in this final game of Game Day Bingo. But as you guys are getting after, we have some celebrity birthdays to talk about, and we'll just highlight 2 of them during this broadcast. You get 2, and I get 2.
Okay.
Okay, I'll start with my first one, and I'll do it because, you know, founder of Deere & Company, it's John Deere. You know, John Deere, absolutely huge for all farming equipment, and he is an American blacksmith and manufacturer, and he was born in 1804.
All right, my first up is in 1867. Laura Ingalls Wilder was born. She's the American author known for Little House on the Prairie.
An absolute classic book that got turned into a really good show as well.
Yes,
definitely.
show.
Yeah, very, very long-standing, and you know, the show may be even more iconic than the book itself.
Oh, it sure is.
Next up, my final and last celebrity highlight I would like to make is going to be Chris Rock, a American comedian. Yeah, he's SNL, CB4. Everybody hates Chris. Born in 1966, Chris Rock is a classic when it comes to comedy throughout our childhood.
Happy birthday, Chris Rock. And my final pick will be in 1978, Ashton Kutcher. He's an American model and actor. He was Kelso in That 70s Show. He did the show Punk'd. He was also in 2.5 Men from 2011 to 2015.
What other celebrity did you think I was going to highlight?
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks, I mean, because
Or Steve Nash.
Because I'm such a huge country music fan.
Well, I Got Friends in Low Places is pretty.
It is. I got friends in low places. That is a good one. Well, happy birthday to all of our great celebrities born on today. There's definitely some great ones to highlight. In our
honorable mention, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, just won the Super Bowl last year, so definitely highlight him. But Timberwolves, they are 29 and 27 right now. They just got a win against the Nuggets as Anthony Edwards had a nice 20-point game. D'Angelo Russell had an 18-point game, while we improved to 29 and 27, and we make the Nuggets fall to 37-17. They were missing Nikola Jokic, but we were missing Karl Anthony Towns. So I feel like, you know, somewhat equals out, and we can definitely keep on this winning streak. Anthony Edwards been playing some really good basketball as well as the entire team.
Absolutely. We got another game coming up today. They're facing the Nuggets once again at 8 p.m., so keep your eyes peeled for when they take the court. Movies released on this day in 2003, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, classic. 2014, The Lego Movie, and in 2020, Birds of Prey, the second the Harley Quinn movies.
A very, very huge variety, I feel like, of movies released on today. You got the rom-com, you got the Lego Movie, an animated comedy, and then Birds of Prey, which is an action comedy. So I guess
it might be one of my favorite female led action films, though.
It is. It is a really, really well done. I like Harley Quinn.
She got paid like $8 million for that film or something stupid.
She deserves it. Those superhero movies make so much money. We do have Moss over at Spare Time Lanes taking home a nice must-go prize of $47. That means all these jackpots are going to be grown and rolled into these upcoming Game Day Bingo games running from 1 to 4. You just have to wait through one game of Lucky 4 Bingo. And while you guys are getting enrolled to that, I got a player spotlight. Coors over at the Well took home $7,473 this weekend. And over at the Well, anybody who plays there, they are supporting a great charity, the Coon Rapids Cardinal Little League Incorporated. Their mission is to have a community, They are a community league that believes in not only having fun while playing baseball, but taking steps to create a stronger, safer, and healthier community. Absolutely awesome stuff. And just a little reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins.
Have a good one, guys.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot games. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
We're having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts.
drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot capes. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It was awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite. I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome.
Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days.
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome.
Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.